Rasquami with a reggae recipe.
Right now, it's all about the sounds of my special guest with a tune so nice. She actually did the dub twice. Heavyweight tune called Ragamuffin. And big up herself, Koffe. Original Koffe in the building. Big up yourself and welcome to the Reggae Recipe. Wagwan, that's definitely a song that we have loved a lot this year, you know.
Blessings and respect. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. You know, it's been a long time. I know. A long time. You support the thing. Like,
yeah, support the thing.
Social media and stuff like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It must be,
man.
It must be crazy to like know people and not know them directly like that.
Yeah, like me say a long time. You get me? So.
Sing my name in the song twice.
Back.
That was it. Right, so you've been with us like a week or so now. Is this your first trip to the UK?
Yeah, this is my very first trip here.
Okay, and how you find the vibes?
It's good so far. It's a difference from Jamaica, definitely, because of the weather, you know, the vibes, the people, but it's definitely a good vibe. It's a pleasure to be here. I I look forward to come back.
Okay,
yeah.
The weather most of all though?
Yeah,
kind of cold.
Yeah, that's the most difference.
Mad. What part of London are you staying in?
Right now I'm staying in
Shepherd's Bush. West
Shepherd's
London
Bush,
second.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Better remember say North London is the best part, you know. That was it.
Check it out then.
Every corner.
Right.
So not many artists come to the UK for the very first time and get to perform in front of like 10,000 people strong. Alexander Palace alongside the likes of Chronix, Protege, Zinc Fence and more. But I saw you do it last weekend. You did it with grace and poise. A very, very great performance. But how did you find the experience of it yourself?
It was awesome. First and foremost, I was very proud of Chronix and Protege for actually selling out the event. I think it was 10,000 people in the place. Like,
big and serious.
The place ram. So I'm very proud of the culture and what they're coming here to do and what they're doing across the world. It's a great feeling and it's a pleasure to be able to be a part of that, you know, with these elder men in the industry, and it's a great thing. It's a great thing.
It's a great thing, and it was a great night.
Amazing.
Did you find the UK fans them extra lively for you?
Yo, them vibes, no matter what, them always a bump them head or
and
like
give you the bubbly.
And a boost you up and things.
That's what we say.
It's
UK.
a great feeling for performing at UK.
We say bass round here. But was it like? How does it compare to like performing at Rebel Salute, for example, in Jamaica, one of the big shows?
Rebel Salute was amazing, you know, because remember, Rebel Salute is one of the biggest shows in Jamaica, one of the biggest platforms any upcoming artist or artists overall can perform on or present themselves on. So, the thing about Jamaicans is that we're more critical, I think, in a sense. So we more stand up and watch you to see where you're going with it,
right,
and rate the thing in our head and analyze and think. But while the UK, we just see,
we let it go with the body.
That's the thing. But like then we get the vibes anywhere we go same way. Like from the music is good, them still get it forward and the vibes and.
So the Jamaican crowd more absorb it in the head. Is that what's going on there?
Yeah, them will more look for you and analyze and think. But then when you're done, them will give the vibes and say, "Whoa," same way and.
All right. So what happens when the water bottles start flinging and them not like it?
Hey, me not sure about that. That's never happened to me, so we can't speak for
That's true. More life with that. In conversation with Koffe right now. So the story kind of like begins in 2012 when a friend gives you a guitar, right?
That's true.
Cartel voice. Which friend?
All right. So that friend of mine, his name is Grant Lawrence. So we went to the same high school. He was 2 years older than me, but it's funny because I met him there just as meeting him through the music club, and also he was a part of the guitar club at the same time as I was. So we just meet through that. But then I realized that he and my mother were in a commercial together like a long time ago. So like there was a whole connection and stuff. So when we found that out, it was like a reunited kind of vibe. So a band kind of formed, and a musical band especially, a media kind of band as well too. So that's Grant Lawrence. His father is Andrew Lawrence, a presenter. He was a presenter in Jamaica until he left, you know, the other day to another country. But yeah.
So big up Grant Lawrence for bringing in the guitar and the band and set Koffe straight on the path.
Yeah.
But then the story kind of like begins again and really begins with your 2017 tribute song to Usain Bolt.
That's true.
Legend.
That's true.
Big record that got you attention.
Respect.
So, so you record that video, you put it on YouTube, and what happens next? Tell us the story.
All right, so it was on Instagram first. Instagram, it was basically made as a 1 minute video for Instagram. So we did that, and about 2 or 3 days later, we tagged the Usain Bolt when we posted it, and about 2 or 3 days later, he came across it and just reposted it. I remember Usain has been like known, so all of his followers kind of started to, it's a real legend vibe. But I wrote the song basically as a tribute to him based on knowing him as a positive public figure ever since I've known him. Like from Usain just start run out of high school when I was a little girl, and him start break records to start signing deals and like stuff like that. He's always been a respectful person and a good public figure, a good person. So I just still have to big him up from my generation to him, like stuff like that. And
natural.
Notice the thing and the attention from where you get me, like from when him bringing just.
He sent the video
out.
on a sprint
yes,
around the world, and the fans them say,
yeah.
Original Koffe would say, In Conversation right now. Let's check out that track, Legend, right now.
Respect.
In Conversation with a great original Koffe in the building right now, Reggae Recipe Vibes with your boy Ras Kwame. Koffe, we really, really like that version there, you know. We like that song there and the way you have the acoustic guitar playing in the background as well. Do you play any other instruments?
Not fully, but I'm learning to play the keyboard.
Okay.
That's next on the list after guitar. But I have a lot of instruments that I really want to. Like me wouldn't mind learning all of them. So I'm on that quest currently.
So it's like a Prince thing.
Yeah.
Go on, record the thing, play the thing and perform the thing. So how did you get into music as something you enjoy? Music is in your family background?
Well, I was raised in the church by my mommy. And it's a very, the Seventh-day Adventist denomination is a very musical church. We're always singing there, and the choir, them mad, like, everybody is singing a harmony and stuff like that. So, very specific when it comes to music. So, I kind of learned that it grew with me as I grew up as a child, and the love just was there naturally. So, I feel like it was somewhat of an innate thing for me, and then having been exposed to it so early was just like a booster, like a send forward, like, yo,
right,
do the thing.
Time for Koffe to do the thing. So who are some of the artists that kind of influence what you do coming up?
All right, so you have Chronix, you have Protege. I used to listen to some of the younger artists with the younger flow in a reggae music, so like the Savannah, the Lila Ike, Leno Bantan, Runkus, them, Royal Blue,
right,
younger folks, them, stuff like that. That's when we really just start listening to going pan Jamaican, the Jamaican reggae music, not just the popular one, them. We start going like that. Those are where, that's where I found myself, and those are great inspirations for me, especially lyrically, all of them. You get me? So
yeah, that's how I know said the reggae revival movement, which they come around, was a great idea, because it produced talents like you.
Yeah,
most of the artists we'll be speaking to as an elder, they would have said Shabba, Supercat, Ninja Man, and all these things. But you're on like Chronix and Protege.
Like me kind of forward in a part of the younger generation.
True.
I mean, actually really rate gigs from out here.
Okay, I was going to ask you, have you touched the grime yet?
Me rate gigs from out here.
So what is it you rate about gigs though?
All right, gigs have some mad flow. Like gigs never disappoint. Every time you hear gigs drop a track, you just have to look out for something fresh, something new, something groovy.
It's a landlord thing.
Yeah, like some veteran vibes. Like him, I do the thing.
Mad.
You get me?
Right, so I got this track from this artist called Rose Summers recently.
Yeah.
Track called Instability. Yeah. Very nice song, you know. He's a musical collaborator of yours, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Who else is in the team Koffe then?
All right, so right now we have Pierre Bust. We have Tommy Chang. We have the Columbia team, as I am now signed with Columbia Records of the UK. You get me? So
no UK major label has signed a reggae artist in a long time, you know.
Well,
I think probably the last person was probably Chronix.
Me hear that. Me hear that.
It's part of a very small exclusive club. Let me tell you this. Big up Sony for putting in the work. But are you still affiliated or signed to Chronix's label?
No, I wasn't.
Don't ask Pierre. Don't worry about Pierre.
No. I just the sound that come from over there kind of shot me. But no, I wasn't signed to Chronix. Chronix basically put me out into the world, similarly to Usain Bolt and Cocotte with Rebel Salute.
And gave you the strength.
In the way of the BBC One Extra Live that he did in Jamaica. Like that is what Chronix basically did for me, rather than signing me. It's just like a forward. Yeah, like a forward.
Co-signer artist. So you're supposed to do the thing, you know.
Me, but me respect it same way, like a greatness, the man just, he never have to do that. And whole heap of places, me go, people look at me and say, yeah, the little girl when me see with Chronics on the YouTube video, me I say, yo,
Yeah.
respect.
Big forwards.
Yeah.
So do you write all your own songs?
So far, I have written all my songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're open to being written?
Yeah, man, I'm open to.
All right.
Open to
So
that.
what inspires you to write a song like Burning? And what generally inspires your songs?
All right, so Burning came from a place of me wanting to motivate myself. I think I was at a point where I just needed some motivation. Burning in and of itself is a song where push your feet, go forward no matter what's happening to you. And it's giving you a fire, giving you a flame and giving you the fire for go forward. And I say, yo, nothing can out it, nothing can quench it, can cool it. And then in the verse, I go forward for tell my story, what's happening at the moment, you know, who is Koffe, whatever. And then I say, in the second verse, I say, no matter who you are, you know, no matter who you are, what's your situation, go forward. In that third verse, I say, yo, blessings are always forward if you just do it. You get me? I say, it's like just a motivational thing where just I say, yo, come with the fire literally and keep it burning for just
true.
everybody, you know?
You're very positive and conscious for someone your age still.
Thank you.
18.
Respect.
You know what I mean? Like third eye is fully open and we are do the
Respect.
thing. So what type of artist would you say you are? Are you a reggae artist, roots reggae, singer? What kind of artist, what kind of genre would you say describes the Koffe vibe?
All right, so I started out in reggae music without a doubt, and reggae will always have a special place in my heart. But as a young artist who is like basically just kind of start travel the world and stuff like that, I don't want to put myself in a category right now and then later on when I drop a song and it probably not match up to that, you're going to hear say, yo, you sell out the thing. I want to say I am an artist for the people and I want to say that I am open to each and every genre and just like reaching out to every kind of person who like every kind of music, you get what I say? So I wouldn't want to classify myself so early. So probably just give me some time and then we can
give
tell
some time, you
sooner.
can decide the thing. Right, that we are set in conversation right now with Original Koffe in the building. Let's play the big song, Burning. Sounds of Original Koffe in the building. The record is called Burning, one of the first records we heard from the artist. Absolutely massive tune. Big up yourself, Koffe. So you're in some big circles right now. Is there a list of artists you would like to collaborate with in the near future?
Tell you the truth, that is the two. Like if I start it, I'm not going to finish it.
Start it, Koffe.
No, I don't want to lift off nobody. You're too wicked. You're too wicked. Me think I have to make that prophesy itself. I think I have to reach out to those artists who I have in mind and make the music come forward and then know it's secret rather than to talk about it. For
okay.
Now. I say I could do that. I could try
all
that.
Right. Well, a whole heap of artists are link me and say, well, you have the link and do you have the link and are you name Reggae
That's
Recipe?
cool, no,
so
man.
I just thought I'd ask the question still.
Respect.
So do you have like any musical ambition or mission that you're on? What do you hope to accomplish with your music?
All right, so my music, as you can see so far, is positive music that is inspired by the youthfulness that is within me and the consciousness also that is within my mind, my headspace, and the passion that is within my heart for just go forward and inspire folks, inspire people, to show them say there's still positivity, and even out of a young artist who probably can get surrounded with the hype and stuff like that, there's still hope for a positive future, and just to inspire other youths as well, for show them say, yo, even though we're young and even though whatever the situation might be, we come from Spanish Town or we come from wherever, we can still come out, make a really great positive impact and just forward with the thing and do greatness across the world in a good way, make it honest money, earn honest money,
Big up to
like
Mama Koffe, whoever she is, because she raised a great child.
Yes,
that's all me can say.
Respect.
What is it like being a young woman coming up in a male-dominated Jamaican music scene, to be fair? Is there anything challenging that you've encountered so far, or is it just been smooth sailing?
It has been smooth sailing, and a lot of people are surprised when me say that, because me not really receive that kind of discrimination there as a female artist where me hear some other female artists talk about. So I'm not saying that is irrelevant, but I can't relate to it, so I don't want to speak on it in that light, you know what I mean?
No experience of that one yet?
Yeah, not yet.
Your guide and protect it, mate. Never happen.
Respect.
So what's Koffe's recommendation for a good place to visit in Jamaica to relax for the tourists then?
Ochi.
Ochi, yeah?
Yeah, I'm not telling a lie.
That's at the spot?
Yeah, Ochi, everywhere in Ochi pretty. So you can definitely go there. So wherever you land, you can have a good time.
Have a good time with that. Are those the kind of environments you like to write songs in?
Yeah, definitely in Belize. So the beaches there are nice. The scenes are nice, you know, like green, lush, stuff like that. Ochi is a nice place.
Ochi is a very nice place.
Air.
I can confirm that one still. So Koffe, big up yourself. Enough respect for passing through the recipe. One final question. What are the next 6 months looking like? Like, what's the plan? Is there new music on the way?
Yeah, there's definitely some new music. So right now, I'm actually in the process of releasing my EP. So that EP is titled Rapture, but we have a single.
It's called Rapture?
It's called Rapture.
Okay.
But there's one single from it that's actually coming out. That's actually... Yeah, when are you going to release it?
Consult the label. All right, let me set you free. The tune comes out tonight. It's out now. By the time this goes out, Koffe, I'll try to figure out the things that when the tune released. But by the time you hear this interview, guys, the tune fully released and you know about the song.
So that's titled Toast, you get me? So we just preview the EP with that and just look out for that so you can get a taste of the EP and
more
then
fire.
Look forward to the rest of the fire, you get me?
All right. So what are the social media connects for anyone, for your new fans that you're picking up along the way who want to know and stay focused with the Koffe vibes?
So right now, Koffe's handle is Original Koffe. That's Original, Koffeer, Original Koffe with a K. So you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook with that handle. So just look out, you know.
All right, don't confuse you with my house legend friend Black Koffe. It's an normal Koffe. It name Original Koffe with a K, 2 E's on the end of it. Go find that, follow that. Let's get into the big song right now. Brand new music on a Reggae Recipe. Big tune. Let's have a taste of it. The tune's called Toast.